Liverpool to Portsmouth, yeah, that chorus got the crowd screaming.
What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from the official WeGameHere.com. If you missed my last video, please go back and check it out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, go in the comment section down below. Positive and negative feedback is always welcome, so please let your voice be heard. Now, a bit of awesome news coming out of the Sony camp. Soon you will be able to emulate PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games on the PlayStation 4. Now, it seems to be working already with a few of the older Star Wars games, so that is great news. Now, it seems that, which is smart by Sony, they are sticking to the word emulation and not calling it backwards compatibility. And that seems to be one of the biggest topics going around nowadays. Everyone wants to seem to compare backwards compatibility on the Xbox One and PlayStation Now on the PlayStation 4. Now, when you do the comparison, you can also look at a combination of PlayStation Now and the emulation of the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games. Now, it does seem like this will be pure emulation. There won't be anything you can do as far as disc. So if you do, for some reason, to own these games on the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, you will have to buy those titles again. Now, don't hold me to that. I could be absolutely wrong. This is based off of my gut feeling and the things I've been reading and the wordage that has been used. You will not be getting these games virtually, for free if you already own them. You won't be able to place PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 disc inside your PS4. Like I said, things could change. I could be absolutely wrong, but that seems to be the case. Now, going back to the comparison that everyone seems to want to do now that backwards compatibility for Xbox One is here, comparing backwards compatibility to PlayStation Now. And I really don't understand the comparison. One of them is, like I said, backwards compatibility, and the other one is the ability to play games whether on a subscription or per game basis, but you're having to buy those games again, or renting those games, even though you already owned them on the previous generation of games. I don't think there's any here, even though the backwards compatibility library for the Xbox One is low right now. It's only 104 current titles. It will be growing every month, going forward. And Games with Gold game for the 360 will be playable on the Xbox One. I think that's absolutely brilliant. I don't think there's any comparison here. I know some people are going to say, oh, Fame, you're biased against Xbox and blah, blah, blah. But it's just, I think anyone with eyes can see that this is a no-brainer. One is free, and one you have to pay for. Now, I understand at some point you're going to say, oh, Fame, this is free. You bought those games at some point. This is true. You have bought those games at some point, but you don't have to pay to continue to play those games. Now, one advantage that the PlayStation Now does have, it has more games in it, a lot more games in it, which, is understandable. Those companies are smart. Hey, I can charge someone $6 to rent this game. It's a no-brainer. And I also think it's a no-brainer for the Xbox One. I don't know why it's taken so long for more devs to give the okay to Microsoft to put those games on backwards compatible for the Xbox One. It doesn't make any sense. A lot of those games people will go out and buy digitally. If they have a physical copy, they'll buy digitally because they don't want to deal with physical copies of games anymore. But I think the comparison videos that YouTubers are doing, going back and forth, I think it's unwarranted. I don't think there's any competition here. Like I said, the PlayStation, version of this backwards compatibility does look a lot more attractive now with the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 emulation. Now, it will be interesting to see what games will be emulated. I know a lot of people, for some odd reason, are are thinking that it's going to be every game that came out of PlayStation 2, which I don't see the case. If Microsoft is having a not an issue, but they're having to go to devs and get permission, I am 100% sure that Sony has to do the exact same thing. It's all about getting permission from the developers to put these games on the PlayStation 4 through an emulator. But let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think it's silly for people to be comparing backwards compatibility with the Xbox One to PlayStation Now? And do you think the emulation of PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games on the PS4 makes it more attractive as far as the comparison goes? This is Fame Entertainment from the official WeGameHere.com, and I'm out.